So it's a new week, just got back from our M&A conference in New York. Sold out event. We had people fly in from all over the world. It was nice to meet new people. Good to catch up with the 5D gang, the guys that flew out from the UK. Really impressed with what some of the people are doing over there as well. So looking forward to doing more events over in the States. Today we have quite a lot to get through. At the moment we're in almost standstill traffic, which is a bit frustrating. But firstly we're going to one of our sites with iconic stairs. So we're going to meet Mitch at site. He's going to talk us through the project, where we're at, and you know, everything that's been going on with the project. Then we're going to head into central London to see Kush from Birdie & Co. We're working with them on a few different bits at the moment as well. And then we're going to try and catch up with Sanjay and Malkit from Savoy's to talk about Albania 2025. Albania 2024 was a huge success, an amazing event. So of course we have to go back there next year. So we're going to run through a little bit about where we're at the moment with that, and try and work out the finer details. They're probably going to laugh at our footwork.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So just a small kitchen then?
Yeah.
Wow. When's the anticipated completion date for the whole house? The whole house?
Yeah. They're not including outside, not including the landscaping, but internally, the end of this month, yeah.
I suppose once the stairs are done.
Yeah, because if you see, like, they've actually done all the flooring and
yeah.
It's just the painting and then like a few of these units. But yeah, once the stairs is done, it looks messy at the moment because of the protection.
What, it curves around the kitchen?
Yeah, so that goes all the way down to the garage. Have a look at this for a pantry.
That's the pantry?
Yeah. Oh, they've covered it up, but...
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible. So they play tennis then?
No, he doesn't even play tennis, no.
So why the tennis court?
I have no idea.
Huh?
I have no idea. That was the first thing I asked. I said, well, you must play tennis, and he went, nah.
They just seen that their garden was that big.
Yeah, they could put it in.
They thought, we don't know how to fill the space, so why not build a tennis court?
Yep.
So I know I've mentioned on previous videos what it is we do. You know, we've done some really iconic staircases, Belfast Opera House, King's College, sorry. But a lot of the work that we do is very confidential. There's a lot of like private clients. Fortunately for us, this one didn't mind us filming so much, but you've been in various different projects where they don't allow any photos, nothing. So we can't even promote it on Instagram after the work that we do. But as you can see, this is, you know, an incredible project.
This is probably my favourite room of the house, the cinema room.
Oh.
So the TV is 16 foot wide, so it literally goes from here to there.
Wow.
One whole screen.
This is where it'd be nice to watch a match day.
Yeah, I know.
Watch Man United losing this one.
No, you're right now, you got a new manager.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's Arsenal loser at the moment.
Yeah, true, but we'll see.
Yeah, so they worked out, he apparently averages 3 films a year, and the cost of this, it works out 16 grand a film or something like that.
I'm pretty sure it's cheaper in Cineworld, but...
Just a little bit. So basically the whole premise of the design was to keep it sort of in line on the inside of the staircase. So when you're looking at it from here, you can see it flow all the way up, because it's going to be one continuous handrail. We don't do newel posts, so it just gives a better flow. And then this is the design of the spindle. So they're going for like a raw steel finish, which is unusual. Usually we powder coat them. So it's been a lot more technical, trying to figure out basically how we can keep a nice crisp design without it rusting. So at the moment, I spoke to them yesterday, they've got 5 guys on these spindles because of the amount of work it takes to produce these. So but it's going to look really nice. And then we're having a European oak handrail, and then they're going to French polish it afterwards.
this is going to be a gym, and then they've got a kitchen for the gym on the top floor. So gym, kitchen. And then these are the gym changing rooms over here. So just left Mitch, project's looking good. We're looking to wrap that one up in about 2 weeks. It's nice to see how that one's coming along. Amazing property as well. Now we're heading into Central to see Cush. Traffic again is pretty bad, so we might even have to jump off and have a bit of a detour on Tube, so we'll see. So we're here at Liverpool Street at Birdie & Co.'s office. My first time being here with Cush. So been working with Cush now for a good few months. Cush has done some option agreements for us, and more recently working on some litigation issues we have. But he's been fantastic. He's got a great team here as well. Lovely office, really good location. But yeah, I thought it'd be good to introduce you to the audience and you tell them a little bit about what you do.
Thanks, Steve. Really appreciate that, and thanks for making the effort to come. So we specialise in acting for businesses, providing legal support on a range of matters from corporate commercial law. We do a lot of M&A work, we do employment law, and we even deal with disputes as well. Most of what we do is the mergers and acquisitions work, ranging from deal sizes up to around £10 million. Recently, it's been incredibly busy. We've been so busy with the Labour government's budget announcements, trying to get deals through ahead of the tax change announcements, and we've been burning the midnight oil trying to get those through, which was a great success for us, our team and our clients. So we've been loving that, and it's of course a pleasure to work with Dee, and hopefully we can work together for a long time to come.
So another busy day, heading down the Harlow site. We've got a lot going on with Harlow at the moment. We're in the process of buying another 2 dealerships, and one of them's just gone into legals. So going down there to see the team. But before, had a phone call, and we have a boiler issue in one of my rental units that's not too far from the Harlow site. And about a year ago, I made the decision to self-manage the portfolio because I wasn't having any luck with any local estate agents. But luckily, a friend of mine's in the local area, so we're going to meet him there and yeah, hopefully get that resolved first. So this one is actually one of the better performing rental units I have. Had this one for around 4 or 5 years now. The numbers are pretty good too. Bought this one for 150,000, spent about 35,000 on it, and then had it revalued at 300. So the numbers were really good. I did have a few options. It was either rent it out on a normal AST, which I weren't really too keen on, give it to an SA operator, which I did to start with, or the other option was put it out as a service accommodation myself, which is what I do now. I did find a decent management company from that perspective, and then I take care of the boiler and the roof, etc. So yeah, let's go inside. So while we're waiting for David, I just want to show you something. So next door is a HMO owned by the local authority, and funny enough, they don't have to comply with any HMO regulations. So initially, my goal was to turn this into a HMO, but it unfortunately hit the HMO density threshold in the area. Luckily, it was in a good position to pivot. But if you come up here, which is an absolute mess and needs a lot of work, but all of this obviously needs chopping down because, just pests in general, like rats, none of this is good for any of them. We have had issues previously. Of course, they're not keeping on top of this garden very well either, so this needs sorting, but we're gonna get a shot of this from the top window. This is like a jungle next door, so this obviously needs sorting as well. So as I just mentioned, it looks like a jungle. If you look out of this window, you might be able to see Tarzan swinging around in there somewhere. So as you can see, there's clearly a serious issue. It's like a jungle over there.
Now, if this was a HMO and I had a HMO license and that was our garden, and look, granted our garden isn't the best, but it's not a jungle, we'd be in serious issues. So a bit of a backstory on David. I've known him for a very long time. Was actually in the process of rolling up a bunch of plumbing and gas companies in the UK just before COVID. COVID happened. We had some very creative deal structure going on with various different companies. There's actually 6. Some of the contracts weren't exactly what they was meant to be, weren't that resilient, and a lot of the staff weren't really on board with much of a cultural change. But since then, David's been doing tons of different things, working with different companies, having different contracts, and more recently he started Nation 24, so that's nation24.co.uk, where it's emergency and non-emergency. He does tons of different things. Is there anything else that you do from non-emergency, emergency, anything else that you want to mention?
Yeah, we offer LPG, air source and ground source service and breakdown. With obviously the boiler repairs and reactive work, which is more predominantly installs. But we're a 24-hour call-outs company, which is an option on the website for both, which you will see if you log on to, I'm sure you told them,
yeah,
nation24.co.uk.
Yeah, all right, Sam?
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, I'm just over Starbucks. Do you want a coffee?
Oh, if you could please, mate.
Which one do you want?
Get me a latte with oat milk and vanilla, please.
Okay, cool. Andrew's not in today, no?
No, Andrew's not in today.
Okay, I'll be over in a sec, all right?
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get for you?
Hi, can I have a latte with oat milk and vanilla, please? A caramel latte as well, please.
Yeah.
And then I have 2 Americanos, please. 1 with milk, 1 without.
That's lovely. You can have that payments at the window. Thank you.
Thank you. Sam has the oat milk and vanilla latte, the Soho House special. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you. Arm wrestle between Roman and David.
I've already won 2 anyway. Alright, put your head.
That's it, smash the car up.
The car. Right, I need to do that code again.
This is what I've got to put up with.
Honestly, because there's no point trying to ring a she won't answer phone. Sometimes I wait 2 weeks sometimes, man. 2 hours to answer me.
For a ply of him?
Do you know why he's come down here? Because he's chasing me for the invoice for the work he's just done.
Yeah, right.
To be fair, cheapest in the area, Dave, is, to me.
Yeah, free.
Anyone that's watching this gets the same deal as me. Soho House, you know, the double, you know, the frappe, oat milk, soy milk, frappuccino, something like that. Not large as well. Sounds you want too much. No.
You almost had him all over him as well, didn't you?
Oh yeah, the guy came up to me in the drive-thru because we was waiting. Right, here we go, mate. I went like that, and they almost came onto me. The window was open.
And that's our customer who brought that down. I spoke to Andrew, and he said he hasn't got any confirmation. He's emailed them, so I said to him, you know, I spoke to him on the phone earlier. I don't know what's going to happen with that now, because we're with Charlene. She said the earliest is the 22nd. But obviously, we got her car. It's going to be here for a week. So I don't know, that's why I don't know what to do with it. You can't really stay there, can it? And then it's
a weird one, because normally Andrew does mention most things.
I spoke to him and he said that he spoke to him on the phone about a month ago. He didn't send across confirmation.
See if you can get that in.
So I remember the car that got stolen from around the side.
Yeah.
We're not saying this is your fault.
Right.
Do you know what's happened to it since?
No.
Someone's earned commission off it by selling it.
Taking money out of your pocket.
Taking money out of your pocket.
Huh?
Someone's taking money out of your pocket, so your commission has gone to someone else's pocket. Explain what happened, Shane.
So basically, the police rang me and said, the car's, obviously we had the car stolen. They said they need to keep the car for forensics.
Right.
So they kept the car for forensics. I then rang the police a couple of weeks after because we hadn't heard anything.
Right.
And there was no answer. Then I had a letter to say that the the car was in a compound in Cardiff, and we had to pay to go and pick it up.
Right.
£225 plus £25 a day storage fee.
Okay.
Then I went back to the police and said, obviously I'm not going to pay that because you chose to keep the car, not me give it to you. They said they'd look into it, come back to me. Then I had a phone call to say, can you come to court because we give a statement of the car being stolen. Tried to get all of the police saying that's fine, but we still need the car back. And then I had a phone call on Friday to say that the police had sold the car.
How have they sold the car?
Oh, that's
what he's.
I honestly can. But when he called,
Well, they've actually like gone out and just auctioned the car.
Yeah, auctioned the car.
bear in mind, Shane's been trying to get hold of them for almost 2 months. Yeah, over 2 months. And they haven't responded and answered the phone. So the car's been stolen. It's been used in a crime. They've impounded the car, sent an invoice for the car, because even though obviously why would we pay for that to come out? Then so Shane tried to call them to get the car back and say, look, we're not going to pay to get out the pound because the cars were used in the crime. They didn't answer the phone. We've been trying, leaving messages, contacting various different people, and then found out that they sold the car. And then what's worse is when you try to rectify it as there what's going on, they said, can you send us the logbook?
But what is mad, I haven't given them any training, they upsold them, 6-month warranty, life shine, and gap insurance. And that just proves you just got to listen to the process.
Yeah. To be fair, the guy that sold it, he's coming down for an interview next week. The management was, one moment, I'm just trying to pull this up. I can't seem to pull it up on my phone. Leave it with me, Alistair. Let me check this. Let me check this now, and then I'll get back to you as soon as possible if that's okay, because it definitely isn't. There's zero debt in the company, so this shouldn't say that. Yeah. Yeah. Sure, leave it with me. I'll get on this now and I'll let you know ASAP, okay? Yes. Sure, no problem at all. Okay. Thanks, Alistair. Thank you. Bye. The business that we're buying in Newbury, they have to run a credit profile on us to increase the stock and loan for the acquisition. And we sent some management accounts over, and it shows that there's some long-term debt on there, only 20 grand, but it's wrong. So I don't know what's happened there. I might have sent them the wrong, wrong file. But we'll see.
You okay? Yeah, no worries at all. Because you rang up about Mercedes, wasn't it?
We've got 150 cars. Let's say 160 coming in.
And that's if they all come in.
Which we know they're not going to, yeah.
What would you say, 60% probably?
Yeah, roughly. So if you worked it out, even if we wanted to do...
so that's 90 cars on 60%, but that's obviously needs to go back into the site.
Yeah, so even if we wanted to do 20 cars a month used there, that's 240 used cars.
Yeah, because that's
just on that site alone. So then you've got to look at what Newport is the fact that that's 180 and we're doing 30 cars a month there, which we'd like to do that at Newbury in all honesty, which we should be able to do.
Yeah.
So that's 360 cars against again, what's just like 60% of 180 is like 100. So we've got to find 260 cars. In Newbury, we've got to find probably 200 cars, and that's without, yeah. But what he was saying is the buy-in fees takes down the profit per margin.
Which, yeah.
So I said, what's that profit per margin made up of? And he was like, transportation, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, if we sat down and looked at the transportation that we pay externally for this place, Newbury, obviously not yet, and Newport, there's no way that we wouldn't be able to afford, and it'd be beneficial for that. Yeah. Because we're just talking about buying. So we're on about buying the cars in. We're not even talking about selling the cars out.
Yeah,
do you see what I'm saying?
It's a no-brainer. But we need a designated buyer by the sounds of it as well.
That's exactly what I said. Because I said, there's no way, because I said to you about the hours last week, didn't I? I said, there's no way you're going to be able to have enough time to buy for 3 sites.
And still manage the 3 sites.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's impossible. They did say that the Newbury one, though, that one guy is pretty good at buying.
Yeah.
So potentially we could give him.
So that's where there's an area of opportunity with him if he can do what, and obviously he would work closely with Gav anyway. Yeah. And be like, right, what kind of thing, blah blah blah. Obviously, there's going to be a few hiccups down the road, but that's what I mean. We need to try and start positioning it from the.
So you're talking about really, if it's like 700 cars, more than that with this.
Yeah, and that's just buying alone.
Yeah.
So we're back. Had a bit of an interruption last week on the All Access. Had to take a last-minute flight out for a few days. Something totally unexpected, and I didn't document anything while I was away. So we'll continue as normal today. To put this into perspective, I think it was either Tuesday or Wednesday morning, I had a call. It was around 7 a.m. So I checked the flight times, and I booked my taxi to the airport before I booked my flight, and then I booked my hotel while I was in the taxi. So it's been absolute chaos, and I like to be organised, and it was crazy. But anyway, we're back in the UK. Winter's definitely here. Snowing today, but we're on the way to our 5D Q4 event at Gravatar in Aldgate Tower. So Gravatar is an accountancy firm, and they're going to be talking to us about some post-budget opportunities. So a long day on the motorway, and we're coming home tonight as well. So. So I'm carrying this because it was a gift from one of the 5D guys, Charlie. So thank you, Charlie. Now I'm going to interrupt these guys over here. So I have to get you on the camera, mate. Both of you. So this is Dean.
Hello, mate.
How are you doing, Dean?
Not bad. How are you?
Good.
Good.
I want you to say a few things to the camera. If that's all right.
What's wrong with talking about?
Tell me a bit about yourself. What are you doing?
My name's Dean Adkins. I buy businesses in the construction consulting sector. I currently own a quantity surveying and project management business that's been going for 70 years. Works on some of the most prestigious projects on the planet. Works for some of the biggest sporting teams on the planet. Also own a architectural specification company that is not so prestigious, but does the business and growing, learning.
And he's been in board meetings all day today. So he is, and those projects are massive when he says sports teams and he can't mention the team because he's under NDA. So that's Dean. Dean's killing it, doing big things. Dasan,
you all right?
Talk about yourself.
Yeah, so my name's Dasan, been part of the 5D group for about 3 years now. I feel like I'm doing the onboarding introduction thing. So I bought a PR firm last year, and I've been growing that over the last 18 months or so. So the main thing we do is feature people in publications. So you're talking Forbes, Apple News, Business Insider, Yahoo Finance, any of the big publishers, we get them featured. We do top 10 listicles as well in America and the UK. And just working on growing that business at the moment.
Amazing. Sorry for interrupting you guys. I'll be back. I'll be back. Cool. Right, we just let's interrupt these two. So look what the cat dragged in. James, tell people what you do, a bit about yourself.
My name's James Hughes, work in construction, have done for nearly 15 years, something like that. Was due to complete on a civil engineering business, the original, but it never happened unfortunately, so we're looking at other avenues, hopefully get another couple over the line before April time, and just grow from there really. So staying in construction, see where it takes us, so we'll see what happens.
James has been super humble. He's the most organised person I've ever met. Honestly, he's been doing wicked stuff on the front end of all the construction acquisitions that we're doing. And I'll let Mitch talk a little bit, even though everyone knows Mitch now. So.
Yeah, so Mitch, in the 5D Group, I own a joinery business and a stair business. Trying to buy a third joinery business in Feb next year. But main goal is to be a pro golfer.
Listen, pro golfer. I've seen him play. Now I'm joking. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. So we're at the Gravitar HQ, Aldgate Tower. Great event. Thanks to Malkit and Sanjay from Savoy's Club. We've got a bit of a special announcement to make as well. Because
Albania 2025 is happening. The dates have actually been announced. 16th of May to the 20th of May, we're going to be heading back to Albania. We've got 40 spaces only available. We're going to be dropping those details very soon. Watch this space.
Honestly, if you didn't see last year's one, you need to go to YouTube and check it out, because last year was a movie, it was epic, and this one's going to be even better. So today, we're on the way to London. We're going to spend most of the day with Marcel, our accountant. We've got a lot of planning to do, ready for 2025. This year's been absolutely crazy. And then afterwards, we're going to head into central London. We're going to the Dilly this evening to spend the evening with Savoy's for their Q4 meetup. And that's going to bring this all access episode to an end. And of course, wearing some of the 5D merch. This is one of our hoodies. Looking forward to releasing the full collection. But until next time,